Hello everyone and welcome to a new video on our IFS Cloud video series. My name is Marcel Aushan, I'm an IFS consultant, and today I want to show you a quick demo on how to create a supplier in IFS Cloud. If you remember, in our previous videos we started with the creation of a customer, then we have created the part with master part, inventory part, purchase part, sales part. So now we are getting almost done with creating all the necessary data in order to start doing transactions in the system. But of course, what we are missing at the moment is creating a supplier and linking the supplier with our purchase part. So today we will demonstrate how to create a supplier in IFS Cloud. So without further ado, I will jump directly into the system. So obviously, first of all, we need to locate the supplier page. So we can either search for it in the navigator or in different folders. And we can see the same supplier page is in different folders. So in the financials folder, in the procurement folder, in the supplier relationship management folder. So this is just more convenient for the users to be able to find quicker the page depending on the module that they are working in. Yeah. So as usual, we create a new record by pressing the plus sign, and today we will create a supplier for a bike manufacturer. So we will create a supplier for Cube. Yeah, so Cube is a bike manufacturer in Germany, and previously we have created the sales part for a Cube bicycle, and now we also need to create the supplier, from which we will purchase this bicycle and then sell it to our Decathlon customer. So I start by typing the name. So it's Cube Weilheim GmbH. Supplier ID, I will not give it any number or any characters because the system will just give the next number in the sequence. Default language, I can say it's German. Yeah, again, this is important, similar to the customer. This is important because all the documents for this supplier will be printed in this language. Yeah? So when we print a PO, it will be printed in German. Country, Germany. And category, we will choose from the drop-down supplier. Yeah, so we're not creating a prospect. There is functionality to also manage supplier creation starting from the prospect, and then you do all kind of analysis with this supplier to make sure that they are trustworthy and they can deliver on time. But in this case, we will go directly to say this is supplier for us, and the rest we will leave as it is and then press save. Yeah, similar to what we did for the customer, we will also add a logo. So if I hit browse, if I go to the downloads, I have a Cube logo that I have downloaded, and now I can save it. And here it is, my Cube logo. This will make it more user-friendly to quickly identify the supplier that we're talking about just by seeing their icon, without looking at the ID or the name. Good. And then I will take you through the different things that we need to create. So as you know, we already did the customer creation already. So similar to the customer, we also have to create an address for this supplier. At the moment, there is no address ID. So I click on the address page and press on the plus sign to create a new address. Let's just say it's address ID 1. And we could save it. At the moment, it's just specifying Germany, and obviously this is the default address type for delivery, for the invoice, for paying, and for the visit. We need to open the edit address assistant so that we can give it a proper address. So the address is, we just copy it, paste it here in address 1. So we have the street, we take out the zip code, put it in the zip code column, and we copy the city in the city column and just delete the rest. And so address 1, Rongenstrasse in Valheim with this zip code. We just say okay. And then just to double check if we created it correctly, we can open the map. So by default, Google Maps will be opened up. And we can see our address is this mall here, appears like a mall. And if we scroll down, yeah, we even see that we have this cube store here inside this building. So our address is correct, has been validated, and then we can create a contact similar to what we did with the customer. And this time we will create a contact for the salesperson at Cube Weilheim. So we will just press the button, create a person. We will link the contact with our address ID 1. And we don't have yet a person defined in the system, so we need to tell the system that we want to define a new person. And again, we will need to give it a last name and a first name. So last name Ned, first name Ted Ned, role senior sales specialist. Let's say like that. And then the email is ted.ned@someemail.com. And we don't specify any phone numbers, any mobile, just the email address should be sufficient. And we can press OK. And now we see we have our person created as a contact, linked with the supplier address. Yep, that's good. Then we can go to the communication method. In this case, we can specify some generic email addresses if we have from this supplier. For example, we can create an invoices communication method, AP invoices, and then we say this is an email, and we can say payables.cube at someemail.com. And we can link it with the address, with the supplier address, and this is basically just to have information in the system where the supplier invoices would be coming from, in case we want to reach out to them for some things. We have the information in the system linked to the supplier. Then in the message setup, we won't go through this. This is more for EDI setup. If we want to send some purchase orders automatically via EDI with this supplier, but we won't go in through that. And then in the invoice parameters here, it's important, similar to the customer, each supplier in IFS Cloud can do business with multiple companies that are set up in IFS Cloud. So if you're running in the multi-company scenario, please note that you can reuse the same supplier ID in the different companies that you have. In our case, we just have the DE10 company. So we just press the plus sign and link this supplier with the company. And obviously, since at the company level there will be all the financial transactions imported into the general ledger, we need to specify some additional data here. So supplier type external, supplier group, we will say this is a GmbH type of company. Now, once again, all of this piece of data could be linked with your posting control and to derive the financial postings on the correct accounts. Currency is euro, then payment term is the next field that's mandatory. So just say we agreed to a 30 days net payment term. So I will just select the 30 days net. At the moment, we don't do payment authorizations. So invoice recipient can be my name. I will be the one to receive the invoices from this customer and from the supplier. And also invoicing supplier is the same as the general supplier that we created. It's possible that we place the POs with one supplier, but the invoicing supplier is some other supplier. If you have this scenario, this is also possible. We will just save it as it is. Yeah, and then we can go to the next page. I won't go through all of these steps. Yeah, at the moment, I'm just doing the bare minimum data that is needed in order for us to be able to create a purchase order to buy some bicycles from this supplier. Yeah. So I'm going to the payment page, and here again, I need to link my supplier with the company DE10, so that also payments could be processed. Yeah, so here I get the default company and then some interest templates. I only need to set up a payment priority. Yeah, this would be valid when you want to run your payments and payment proposals, and then it will also look at the priorities. Okay, save it. We can even add a payment method. Let's just say manual wire transfer, and this one is set up as default. We can save it. Yeah, here again, similar to the customer, you will see very many similarities. We can add an electronic payment address like a bank account details and so on. I won't do that now. And the last step that we need to do is to fill out the purchase page. Yeah, so the purchase page is the last one in the supplier, and here we start from the general tab, and we just need to press the plus sign to fill out at least the mandatory fields, the fields that are shown here as pink. So supplier statistic group, in this case, yeah, we created some basic data for OEM supplier statistic group. Buyer, I can specify my name, so I will be responsible for managing all the purchases from this supplier. Currency code, we will place our POs in euro. And here at the bottom we have all kind of different things that we can set up to assess the quality, environment, code of conduct, and credit worthiness of this supplier. Yeah? So we have some fields that we can use for this purpose to assess quality, and we can approve if they really build things with quality, if they take care of the environment while they are producing their stuff. Yeah, we can even do some ratings here, and then the code of conduct, how they behave with us as a potential customer, maybe with their employees. We can fill out this data as well. Of course, this is maybe for more advanced scenarios, where we could start from a supplier of type prospect, and then we do all of this quality, environment, code of conduct, credit ratings, and then we approve all of this, and finally we say, okay, this is a trustworthy supplier, we can do business with them. But I won't go into more details at the moment. Just know that a lot of other things are possible. Speaking about possibilities, we even have options to add, maybe save first. We also have options to save different charges. So whenever we create a PO for this, it will immediately also add some charge lines on the PO. We can even categorize this supplier in a different purchase group. For example, we create a purchase group for bicycles, if this is what we're doing, and then we can link this supplier with our purchase group bicycles. Or we can even create different delivery overheads, meaning that the cost of the bicycle is not just the price that we pay to the supplier, but it will have other cost elements like maybe some special things that we need to do when we receive the goods in our warehouse, the bicycles in this case. And maybe we need some really special equipment to unload the bicycles from the truck, and that expensive tool costs us a lot. So we can define we want to put some cost on top of the buying price of the bicycle, on so that in our inventory we know that that bicycle costs us more, not just what we pay to the supplier, but also amortization of the very expensive tool that we used to unload the bicycles from the truck, for example. Good. So this was all for the supplier creation. Now we have a supplier in the system that we are able to, for which we are able to create purchase orders and send them purchase orders. Next up, we will still need to create the link between our purchase part and the supplier in a place that's called the supplier for purchase part in IFS Cloud, but this we will do in a next video. So thank you very much for your attention. Have a great rest of the day and stay safe. Till next time.